Hey peeps, Sarah from Sparrow Springs here, and I have a little bit of an experiment today. So if you have ever used Frisket with watercolor, I am going to try to use rubber cement. Okay, first of all, what is Frisket? So Frisket is a liquid latex that you can use as a mask in watercolor painting. So you paint it on, you let it dry, and you can use your watercolor over it, and then it's like this rubbery substance that you can kind of peel off afterwards, and it like keeps all the watercolor off of that spot that you put the Frisket on. So I want to try using rubber cement because basically rubber cement is in a sense a liquid latex. So this is purely experimental. I have no idea if there's like any kind of chemical reaction between like the rubber cement and the pigments, but again, this is purely experimental, just to see what I can do. Okay, so I've got just a little test sheet here that I'm going to try and use for this experiment. So I've got different tones that I've already got laid down. I really want to test two things today. So I want to make sure that this will actually peel off and that it won't take any pigment with it, but I also want to see if it'll work as a mask as well. Now, just as a like kind of a backstory to this, the reason why I thought of this is when I was in 6th grade, we were required to read this book. It was called Buried in Ice. These people who had sailed too far north and their ship, like, the ship didn't make it, everybody died. So this book was like plump full of just very graphic images. It kind of made me sick to my stomach at the time. So my mom actually took rubber cement and she just took sheets of paper and rubber cemented it over top of the glossy pages. My teacher was a little skeptical of this, but my mom knew that the rubber cement would peel right off. And I've used this several times to glue something on that I need to later on remove. Let's just see kind of what this does. I guess I should get the packaging off of this first. Oh, this is idiot proof. Haha. Scissors. Alright. It has been de-idiot proofed. Ooh, that smells lovely. Oh! Okay, well, we're just gonna try that little spot right there. And see what that does. Okay, I'm gonna try like actually applying it with the brush too. I will say this is rather messy. And way stinky. Okay, so let's just do, I've got some more pigmented stuff here. I will say the brush is actually not like too bad to get some definition. So first we'll let that dry. I might speed up the process here with my trusty hair dryer on low. Okay, well it's a little tacky. That might be because I used a little bit of heat, but let's just see first if this will actually come off. Okay, so that did come off. It did kind of sort of leave a little bit of a tiny residue. I mean, there's really nothing there. So let's just go ahead and do a little bit on this one and see if I can get some pigment on there. Okay. Okay, well that works as far as like not letting the watercolor on there. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, there we go. I will say this is just a little gummy, which I'm not a big fan of, which I guess I should have expected because it's rubber cement. So let's just take this off. Okay, eraser helps for sure. You can see in the spot where I didn't actually, there we go. Didn't get my rubber cement right there. Okay, well I see some color has gotten through. Now I can't tell if that's just because I put the rubber cement on too thinly. So maybe let's just give that one more shot and see if we can get one more result from it. Let's just do a little strip here. Right down there. Let's just dry this off again. Okay, so let's give that a shot now. And this will be cool. I'm just gonna paint on this one side and then we can get kind of a sense of if it's actually lifting pigment on that line. Okay, back to drawing. Okay, that feels pretty good. Let's get this off now. Oh yeah, it just rolls right off. Hey, look at that. That's pretty cool. So I'd say it masked it pretty good, and I don't see any sort of line on the color there where it might have lifted. So that's cool. I would call that a success. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I'm really excited about this. I mean, Frisket is probably better to use in the long run. In a pinch, I would use this. I'm adding this as a note because I know somebody's gonna try. Do not use your nice brushes for the rubber cement. It will ruin your brushes completely. Also, I have no idea what would happen if you left this on longer to dry, if it kind of cured after a while. From what I've seen of rubber cement, it doesn't generally dry to a point that you can't get it off, but just a note. So, disclaimer, you have been warned. If you like this video, make sure you subscribe and comment down below if you want to see me try something else. And if you really want to stay up to date with what I'm doing, make sure you subscribe to my email list. I'll link that in the description. So, have a good day and I'll see you later, peeps.